He's allegedly the best fighter in South Korea.
We know nothing about him.
Yeah, his nickname, Packy Weather and a troublemaker.
They cost him a lot of money. Promoters should always have a backup plan.
He has been okay. He's only lost 2 fights and drawn 2 fights.
Inoue likes to be in the ring, likes to be active.
Well, we like him for that, so we shouldn't not praise him because he does like to do 3 fights a year.
Just go and knock him out.
To be honest, I'm looking forward to see him. I don't really care.
Go enjoy it. Do the absolute best you can.
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the upcoming fight between Naoya Inoue and Joon Kim, which was supposed to be Sam Goodman, but apparently he's had a recurrence or a worsening of the eye injury, I think, the cut he had before. So it's been that's been delayed again. So we don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Not going to happen, no.
And a friend, Joon Kim, has stepped in to keep the event alive, which has made it interesting for us because I don't know how much you've seen of Joon Kim, but it took a bit of time to find out about him. So I'll start with a tail of the tape and then we can discuss it. So Naoya Inoue is Japanese. He's got a record of 28 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, 28 fights in total. 25 of those 28 wins by KO, which is approximately, I think, 90% KO record. He's age 31. His height is 5'5" 164 centimeters. His reach is 67.5 inches, 171 centimeters. Weight is at the 122 pounds, the super bantamweight, 55.3 kilograms limit. And he fights out of an orthodox stance. Joon Kim is South Korean. He's got a record of 21 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. So 25 fights in total. 13 of those 21 wins by KO. He's age 32. He's slightly shorter, 5'4" 163 centimeters. I don't know his reach because I haven't been able to find that. So we'll find out. If you do know, please let us know in the comments. And obviously the same weight. And I've seen that he's listed as orthodox, but the only fight I managed to find of him on watch, he was fighting out southpaw stance the whole way through. So I don't know if he's a switch hitter or whatever, but...
Basically, let's be honest, we know nothing about him.
Yeah. So I'm going to say southpaw because that's what I've seen him fight, although most of the information does say orthodox, so we'll find out on the night as his reach. But good of him to step it in because sort of chomping to see the monster. But
no.
I'll just fill it in. So this is taking place at the Ariake Arena in Tokyo on January the 24th, 2025. There is one thing I'm going to say. His nickname, Packy Weather. As in Pacquiao and Weather and Mayweather and a troublemaker. And he's never been stopped. Now go on, Sam, give me your thoughts.
Don't like it.
Well, that the event's been kept alive? Or
Yeah.
I think they have to keep it because they've got undercard fights in it that they need to give some. And it's been booked and moved already twice.
Show the undercard.
They've already moved the... event twice because I think when Dehaney fought was when originally Goodman was supposed to fight, and then Dehaney stepped in and kept that event. Then they were supposed to fight just before Christmas, and obviously Goodman got the injury the first time.
I don't think he was meant to fight instead of Dehaney.
That was the fight they were trying to arrange in that time. Dehaney it wasn't direct step in, but they rearranged a fight. He was supposed to fight in the middle of last year, Goodman, but Goodman took a different fight.
I mean, I get it in a way. Likes to be in the ring, likes to be active.
Well, we like him for that, so we shouldn't not praise him because he does like to do 3 fights a year. And I think on short notice when they've already made the event and he's already trained up, they are giving a payday to Kim. I think it's more... To be honest, I'm looking forward to see him. I don't really care who he fights. It's a bit like this is probably going to be one-sided a lot.
Yeah, I mean...
But you never know. Sometimes these things you get an upset. We had Suas and Munguia.
But that wasn't a late...
No.
A late opponent.
No.
This is a late...
I mean, somebody where you don't give many chance.
I mean, we just had it with Opataya and Naika, but that's different. these guys knew each other, sparred together.
Yeah.
What do I say?
We might have South Korean fans, so he's
Lamb
allegedly the best fighter in South Korea.
Lamb to the Slaughter comes to mind.
Yeah.
Look, again, it's tough on promoters trying to get an opponent at last minute. Sam Goodman's his eyes reopened. Apparently, it's really soft tissue, so he's got to have some plastic surgery on it. Can't
I think
be
it's
helped.
reopened worse than before.
Can't be helped. It happens. He's going to be devastated. Although I wasn't giving him a chance. It's
still a huge opportunity.
Thing is it cost him a lot of money as well. Getting sparring partners in, training camps, things like that. They cost money. So do feel sorry for him in not that much. This is why I think promoters should always have a backup plan.
Problem is, your really good fighters aren't going to be a backup plan. So that's the issue with it, isn't it? So it's like hard to get somebody to fill in. So I think this is a bit pointless. But I want to be honest, when you fight, I don't care. Like,
when were you meant to fight? Christmas Eve.
24th of December.
And how long was it before that got cancelled? Was it a week before? And we're only in the second week of January. What's he doing sparring?
Well, they're saying he wasn't actually sparring.
No, he was sparring. What's he doing sparring 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be sparring 3 weeks later. Because we all know a cut itself takes...
longer than that. Well, that's what we said, I think, before. Yeah. He's going to be ready in like a month.
No. He should have made that time. Yeah, end of Feb, beginning of March. Not good. That's what I'm a little bit annoyed about, is that they've only pushed it back. However, well, I'm annoyed that he's gone back into sparring. If it is like, I know you've read he hasn't sparred, I've read he has sparred.
Well, no, I already had sparred. It was a sparring injury, and then I've read whatever. I don't know if it's just covering up. They said no, it was only he had headgear on. He was just training. He hasn't actually been doing sparring. So whichever is true, we'll probably never know the actual truth.
If he was sparring, what are you doing?
Then it's just stupid.
What are you doing?
So what are you doing? Yeah. If it's unlucky and we're being unkind to him and it's actually just happened, then all right, fair enough. We'll give you a thing. But if he's sparring, he's an idiot.
But as for Inoue, change of opponent again. It's always hard because you do have to adjust. He'd been sparring for Goodman.
It's going to be a completely different style, isn't it? And if he is a southpaw,
I think.
But there's levels, as we said, with and upper tired.
I think when you're that good, you don't need a game plan to beat the person in front of you. As long as you perform at your best.
If you're the monster, you're just be you.
You're going to figure it out.
To be honest, he does change his. He doesn't change the way he fights, but whatever he emphasizes in the punching, he alters against each opponent.
I think it'll take a couple of rounds to. It depends how. Like I say, I don't know Kim. I really, really don't. I hear he's a South Asian Pacific champion or something.
He has been okay. He's only lost 2 fights and drawn 2 fights. And one was like ages ago, I think, at the beginning of his thing.
Is he going to go in there?
One was a shock because he should have won, but it was somebody with a 14-8 record or something, 13-8.
Is he going to go in and try and survive? Or is he going to go in and try and win? If I was him, you just go in.
Is it a model victory if he survives the 12 rounds? Is it 12 rounds?
It depends how you survive the 12 rounds. If you're just running around the ring, rounds. Trying not to get hit, no. Fights like this, you can change your life in that 36-minute window. If you go out there and do something amazing, like beat a Naoya Inoue, overnight, You
being a megastar.
are a megastar, plain and simple. Because one, you'll most probably get a rematch.
Which means you're 2 huge paydays.
Massive.
Biggest payday you're going to get at that point.
Or you can say, no, I'm not doing a rematch. I'm the champion. You can demand what you want. So go in there, enjoy it, and try and take his head off. Smash his body to pieces.
So you think do a Nike? Just go for it.
Just go for it.
We'll
Why
do
not?
more for him than... I agree. I think that'll
Why
do
not?
more for him than just running around for 12 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can run around for 12 rounds.
You're not going to get
in a way.
any credit for running around for 12 rounds and surviving.
You might as well try and fight.
Just go and knock him out.
Yeah, go for
Or
it.
try and knock him out. Or, you know, if
Try being the key bit, I think. Try.
Well,
But you never know.
no, he's been put on the canvas before. You know,
Mary,
he can be hurt.
And Donna's hurt him.
Yeah,
Mary's put him
it's
on the
not
canvas.
like he's invincible.
Nobody's invincible.
So go enjoy it. Do the absolute best you can. You know, this guy seems pretty tough. Maybe Inoue can't stop him. Throws a kitchen sink at him and thinks, do you know what, I'm just going to...
I'm comfortably winning on points.
But yeah,
it's not really in a way. But
I don't know. I just think when you get a late call up like this for all the marbles...
it's a risk for both sides, isn't it?
You just go for it.
Yeah. It's a bonus for him. Where are you going to get this level of fight? And his payday is probably going to be the biggest payday he's had. It's the best opponent he's facing by like a huge amount. It's not even close on anybody else he's fought. So it's just, for him, there's no losing. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So,
But I think
win-win for Kim.
I think in a way he'll stop him. Prediction time.
Yeah. Go on, you can go first this time.
I think in a way he'll stop him in the fifth. And
I'm going to go for the fourth.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, I'm going for the fourth. So I was going to go one less than whatever you said.
Fifth and fourth.
I mean, unless he likes him and he lets it go a bit, I think if it's just in a way normal level, whatever Kim does, I think it's going to be too much for him. I think.
Yeah.
About four. I think it'll take a couple of rounds because obviously it's a new opponent, and depending on what Kim's game plan is, I think if it goes as normal, I would be surprised if he's there longer than halfway through the fight. And again, no disrespect, it's just looking at level of opponent. And you know, you've got one of the elite top pound for pound kings against a regional level fighter is really what it is. So, but you never know. We may see a shock. That's why we watch it. You never know. It's unlikely as it is. There have been. Would you say this would be the biggest upset of all time, or in that conversation?
It'll be the biggest upset of 2025 so far.
Right, really, yeah. I think it'd be the biggest upset of all time. Pretty much with like Tyson getting beat by Buster Douglas or whatever it was, but I think there was still a good boxer. It's still that level.
You can't say it's going to be an upset because you don't know about Kim.
Yeah, okay.
Kim might be some absolute
Manny Pacquiao,
elite level.
He might live up to his name.
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
you just
Pacquiao
don't know.
weather.
So we shall see.
Yeah, but troublemaker and Pacquiao weather. That is from Manny Pacquiao and obviously Floyd Mayweather.
Horrendous nickname.
It's fantastic. It's the best bit about him. I don't know as well if it's going to be for all the belts or if they'll change that.
No, it is. I think it is for all the belts.
Because originally it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we'll wait to see. And then there's some fights on the undercard. I think that's why they want to keep it going and keep Inoue busy. Inoue next, do you think there's anything left at Super Bantam? Obviously, we've mentioned Ahmed Aliyev.
He's got to fight Ahmed
And
Aliyev.
Goodman, you think, is out the way now?
I don't think, I think Goodman's had his chance, that's it.
Or do you think he should have to fight Ahmed Aliyev and then come up to this level?
No, Ahmed Aliyev in a way.
Who do you think, Ahmed Aliyev, Goodman?
Ahmed Aliyev, easy.
Someone.
I don't rate Goodman.
Yeah,
So,
I know that's what we said.
the only fight for
Sorry,
Inoue
Aussie
is Ahmed Aliyev or Nakatani.
Yeah, if Nakatani steps up. And hopefully we'll do cover. We haven't managed to cover
They're
one
the
yet.
two biggest fights.
We will
but
try and cover Nakatani this year.
We will.
He's got an upcoming fight as well. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's our only fight lower down. And then Ahmed Aliyev is really the only one left at this. And then it depends what he's going to do. Step up or not. And we will find that out, I suppose, in due course. And I think they want to do a Riyadh season event with him as well, in a way, fighting.
It's going to have to be a big opponent.
Yeah.
So it'll either be...
Will it either be Ahmed Aliyev?
Or Nakatani.
Yeah. Well, I think Nakatani and him, they want to do in Japan, but you never know. It might be Riyadh season in Japan.
Could be.
And I think
Riyadh,
one for them would be, I think, in a way, in Ahmed Aliyev, if that sorts out and whatever happens. Hopefully he gets through this unscathed. Cool. I don't think there's anything more to say. That's so disappointing that we don't get to see him fight against Goodman. But yeah, at least it's the events there. We get to see him, the monster, perform. So yeah, let us know what you think. If you have any information on Joon Kim, that would be a very great help.
And do you know what else would be a great help? If you like and subscribe to the channel now.
That would be great as well. So like and subscribe, support, and comment and let us know what you think we said. Who do you think Inoue should have next? Are we wrong to write off Joon Kim? Are there any South Korean fans who think this is going to go another way? Are we going to get the upset of the whole boxing history? Godzilla versus...
All right, I'll say this.
A mouse. Godzilla versus the troublemaker.
Yeah. This might be an entertaining fight for a few rounds.
Yeah.
Might be. No, let's see.
Well, I'm hoping that I think everybody's hoping they put up a bit of a fight, and then Inoue will just grind them down. Beat too much.
Excuse me.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next one.